Welcome back to ABC News Live First. With Thanksgiving just one day away, people all over the country are preparing for gatherings with friends and family. And for some, that may mean awkward or contentious conversations at the table, especially in an election year. Thankfully, lifestyle and etiquette expert Elaine Swann is here with her best tips on how to handle that. Elaine, thank you for coming on. You know, especially coming off a presidential election, it can be hard to avoid talking politics at the table. So what can you do to prepare for that if you're dealing with differing opinions?
Oh, absolutely. Here's the thing. One of the things that I recommend for any host to do is to set aside time and or space for people to talk politics. This means you set the rules and you tell folks, listen, when you come here, here's when we're going to talk politics. You can do it either before dinner or after dinner, during dessert. The space is where you can put folks in a particular room or an area, so this way they can have the opportunity to express themselves. I know oftentimes with etiquette we say don't talk politics, but I do believe that people are really, really passionate about what has just transpired, and I think it's really important for us to have these conversations in order to bring folks together. But keep in mind, the purpose is not to convince one person of anything. It's more so to bring the family together and help people understand your own perspective and views.
So what kind of boundaries, what kind of rules can you maybe set up to try to keep that conversation in that space, in that idea of I want to understand you better versus I want to convince you that I'm right and you're wrong? And what do you do if the conversation does get heated?
So the rules that you want to set up for folks is to make sure that we are speaking to one another with respect and dignity. Follow what I like to call my 3 core values of etiquette, which is respect, honesty, and consideration. And let folks know, look, you've got 1 chance, 2 chances, or 3 chances, and then you're out. So set those ground rules and let folks know. Now, if you do see that things are getting a little bit out of hand, then my recommendation is just to now do what we see a lot of politicians do and do that pivot where we change the subject. We have some things already in play for folks to do. Let's say, for example, have photos on the television screen, kind of streaming through so that this way people can see their family, talk about their family. Another thing you can do is to put someone who's very well respected as a mediator in the space where those conversations are held. This way that person can kind of keep those folks in check.
Tips, especially the slideshow, instant conversation starters, so maybe you don't have to talk politics because you're busy talking about those memories. And then in general, politics aside, what can people hosting Thanksgiving do to try to create a welcoming environment and foster that, set the stage for a special day?
Oh, yeah. As a host, you want to set the stage, make sure that you have the proper lighting, you have enough seating so that people are comfortable. In addition to that, I say bring that holiday vibe into your home. And you can do that by either lighting candles or even using cinnamon or oranges or what have you, boiling that in a pot. But having some sort of sensory smell for folks can really get people in the sense to where they're relaxed and they're comfortable. If you invite people into your home and they feel comfortable, then that gives you my second C, which is control. You want to make sure that you are controlling that environment. So as a host, be present, be aware, and also be an advocate for those who feel like they're being beat up on.
All right, I love the last one. Lifestyle and etiquette expert Elaine Swann. Elaine, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Same to you.
Thank you. And